Are you caught in a vicious circle of thinking? Are you caught in a loop of fear, anxiety, depression, or inward hurts? Inner conflict, jealousy or fear, desires unfulfilled, or pleasures removed from life? These are all verbal descriptions of movements of and within thinking. And no, as much as this very sick society might seek to encourage you to view your life as though you suffer some kind of mental illness, profiting from your inward distress with dubious cures which are never cures, your inner turmoil, if you live within an inner turmoil, is perfectly natural to the current state of your life, meaning, do not try to correct it. All these words point to very few words. We can enclose in one or two words the totality of every psychological upset which may affect the mental stability of a human being. Ignorance, confusion. You do not understand your own inner consciousness. Ignorance. How strange a situation this is. You do not understand your own inner consciousness. When we act from a limited state of inner ignorance of what we act from, when we act in confusion, our every action naturally brings greater confusion. So if you are confused, if you are in sorrow this day, in any sense of psychological anguish, fear, or trepidation, as many must be, stop trying to do a single thing about it. This is step number 1. If one can call doing nothing a step, but seriously, stop acting. Only when you have clear vision are you clear to act. Acting in non-understanding of the confused, limited psychological state you live within this day can only bring further confusion to your life, and so increase the chaotic psychological existence you already find yourself within. Do not try to bring order to any disorder you see. Do nothing. Only watch, choicelessly, for if you are choosing, you are not watching. This may indeed be arduous work psychologically, but whoever would think the freeing of the mind of humanity from its inner conceptual learned and traditionally imprisoning cages, and so the freeing of humanity outwardly from all self-imposed physical cages, for thinking births actions, and if our thinking is divisive, ignorant of its own nature and confused, guess what kind of a society is built from the birthplace of such a wonderfully demonic inner nature? Welcome to the human mind. That which you are, and that which you have absolutely no understanding of, and that which dominates your life. Be honest. Perhaps you may have read books about human consciousness and listened to learned professors. If you repeat what others say, you are not in any contact nor understanding of what you are. You are in understanding of what they have said about what you are. You stand in the shadow of your own ignorance in another man's words. You do not bask in the sunshine of your own understanding. Go to the source and meet what is true to your inner life. Meet yourself. Allow yourself to meet yourself. Is it difficult to look at yourself? Is this an inner area of hurt and psychological pain, of repetitive turmoil of one description or another? Our inner thinking minds live restlessly in a psychological traditional construct reinforced by a ludicrous education. Our inner natures are complex indeed, and what has great complexity may surely only be understood by a mind which is in itself very simple. If one looks at complexity, watching from further complexity, it is impossible to come to any understanding of that which presents. If I can look from a position of great simplicity without seeking a thing, only to look without judgments, analysis, seeking, directing, becoming, overcoming, suppressing, can I simply look? If I can look from such a position, look from an unburdened position, not seeking to solve or make better, merely interested in coming to an understanding of what I actually am inwardly, of how this inner movement of words and images comes into being in the area of incessant thinking, which every single human being stands on this day. This is our true great reset, the unlimited understanding of what we are, the going beyond the actions we take in complete daily ignorance of the nature of our inner psychological lives. We seek to understand the entire universe. Well, we have left one thing out, that which seeks to do the understanding. And it seems we are about to allow elitists to plug our brains into an AI computer system without even the most rudimentary understanding of what our brains are, or of the meaning of our lives. We seek to understand the mysteries of the universe which presents to us. We grew out of this universe. We come to no understanding. By investigating outwardly, we only find more knowledge, which never comes to no completion, for there is always more to know. Take the investigation inwardly, into the nature and structure of thinking. Approach the living universe through the understanding of one of its living manifestations, which is your life, a representative of the entirety of humanity. Unless we can come as a race to the total understanding of what we are, how can we ever come to know peace? The ground of human consciousness, of our inner conceptual conflicted mind, a mind giving birth to every human action ever taken, to every conflict and war, is crying out from within as our society is crying out from without for real change. Change, surely, does not come to life, nor to society, by moving to a projected conceptual modified future version of what is found this day. Change only comes with the complete ending of what came before. When the inner corruption of our lives ends, the sanity of our lives may begin. The inner conflict you may be aware of inside what you call your mind arises because of a division in that mind, an educated division between a thinker and thoughts. A division between images. You likely think you think thoughts, and that you are something semi-permanent, existing without any real inner change, from youth to old age, a static element, thinking continuous similar thought-modifying words and images in a progressive movement of incessant continuity, to the point of a dreaded, neurotically feared death, which you fear desperately, particularly as it is being approached, as the allotted lifespan is seen to be running out. You have accepted such a pitiful image of what you are as the understanding of your life. For this is a traditional societal image, and it is entirely bankrupt. This is a corruption of any potential to a true understanding of your life. It will do no good at all to listen and accept anything I say. What has purchased to change your life is to see the truth of such matters for yourself, not as an idea built from the words of another, but actually to come to see with your own eyes the actual nature of your actual inner psychological being, a legacy of the approach to life mankind has always seemingly carried, tragically empowered by a corrupting education seeking servants and soldiers to the state. Only complete understanding of your life has potential to bring your restless mind and heart at last, at long last, to rest. Only this has potential to bring your life to peace. But a word of warning: the coming upon truth in your life deals a death blow to all falsehoods. You gain life security presently, standing on the ground of such falsehoods, none stronger nor more potently dangerous than your conceptual view of what your life is and your absolute non-understanding of the inner nature of repetitive psychological thinking. I am about to make a statement which to certain ears is going to sound outrageous. Others may brush it aside, claiming new age nonsense to be at work. For others, there may be a passing interest, a topic to converse over at the dinner table with friends. For many, there will be no time in life these days to even contemplate such issues for a fleeting moment. For a few, a glimmering interest may appear. To a fewer still, you may see the necessity of what is being pointed towards and act. You may be the hope for your life and for this world, and your actions will uncover the truth or the falseness of what is being stated here. And it matters not whether I am speaking truth or whether I am the most devious of liars, a seer or a charlatan, for I am asking you to accept nothing of what I say. Acceptance is the last thing I ever want from you. I cannot emphasize this fact enough. I ask for your eyes to look and for your ears to listen to what I have to say regarding your inner nature, your inner human talkative and image-producing human consciousness, and to verify for yourself the accuracy or stupidity, the genius or the hypocrisy of what is being said. Of what is being said. I am irrelevant. I am nothing, no one. I am a street sign pointing towards a direction. Can you stand up and walk towards it? You do not think thoughts. First thing, thought continues through the night. Take my words for nothing. Watch where they point to and come to see if what they say accurately represents what is taking place in your living consciousness or not. Thought continues through the night. How do you manage to think when you are sleeping? You do this. Verify if you have not noticed. Verify. A keen moment to catch such an awareness is if you waken during the night or first thing in the morning. Become highly sensitively alert to every movement of thought. Next thing, once more, keep in mind, please do not accept a word. I am asking you to look to verify the truth or falseness of what is being said. Because when you do this, you come to your own understanding of the truth of the inner nature of your mind for and by yourself. A word of warning, this changes you forever. Of course, you can never go back to what you were before. You will not be the same if you understand yourself. Your fake life of pleasure and pain, of continuity and time, of desires and fears, of superstitions and beliefs must come to an end. For the truth and that which is an illusion can never live together. A death needs to be met, the death of the old, the death of the falsely accepted. Coming to truth breaks every illusion you this day hold dearly, and there are so many of these. But the race of humanity needs desperately to birth free men this day, free from the whispers of time, that this world may come to know free human beings. There is none among us free. Our psychological life is not a state of freedom, neither one of love, nor empathy for another. This is the inner ground of our lives, giving rise to every action we take, which we need to bring to change. And this is what we are. And this is the birthplace of all human activities. You do not think thoughts. Thoughts think you. I'm just going to leave this one here. Those of you who suffer deeply in life this day and have never managed to turn the corner of escape, those of you who are so blessed, those deep in illusion, those who have sought a road to a meaningful existence yet have only found greater decay and continual disappointment, question these words. Never accept a thing. Never accept anyone on anything. Awaken your own intelligence. Awaken that which your state education was so afraid to be awakened. So afraid that it put into the brain of every child a deep comatose state of living within continual memory, which is living within thinking. We are dreaming in a societally constructed, brainwashed inner state of consciousness. Many of us are having nightmares. And the real universe, the universe of physical silence and peace and presence and beauty and life and death, which are the same thing, and a real life and death within it, beyond accepted educated images on constant playback within an inner psychological cage, is being denied to the existence of our race. There is religion here, not a pointless, divisive belief between people, a source of conflict and war between men over countless centuries, but true religion, a religion which unites humanity. The etymological meaning of the word religion was to gather all one's energies, to question and come to an understanding of your own life. How can you be religious if the inner nature of your life is so very unholy? Are you caught in a vicious circle of thinking? Or is thinking painting an image of you as being caught in a vicious inner circle of thinking? Think a moment of a dream. A dream has a self, a you, a central character within the dream state, the same as the psychological state you call being awake. It also holds a thought-based you. You are dreaming 24 hours a day, and your traditional society is what helped to put you to sleep, forcing the brain of every child, mandating and manipulating without escape into a patterned existence of living in continual memories by virtue of at least 12 years of being forced to a pattern of living in memory. Life is not a memory, and life is not an image, and you are more, so much more than words and images and concepts, yet you are living as an image this day. Question these words. Seek the truth or falseness of what they represent. Accept and deny nothing. Listen and verify, or dispute and tear apart, but do so from the understanding you must inevitably come to find in the process of deep, sustained and lasting inner psychological questioning. And when you at last, at very long last, come to the understanding of your life you must inevitably reach if you take such a journey inwardly without pause or hesitation, at that point, and at that point only, are you in any possession of any ability to nod your head in agreement with these words in this video. Either way, true or false, the words here will have so little meaning in comparison to your newly awakened, truthful understanding of the life you lead you now hold in your hands. And the potential you will hold in those hands will be the potential to seed a completely new kind of society. One built from a simple mind of relationship. From a mind without a brain dreaming into existence its own existence. Without a brain dreaming continuously of the importance of its own self-projected image. A brain without divisive self-interest. A brain without self. A brain able to meet life as it is, not as it dreams and thinks about as it is. Is there anyone listening who can take such action? Anyone who can pursue this issue with a need and passionate concern, with a need to find out, no matter the cost, no matter what it takes, no matter the seeming obstacles? Surely there is no price too high to pay for the understanding of your life and the ending of the complex, deeply corrupted world which has grown out of the human mind of similar inner, deeply corrupted psychological movements? Are you ready to die, to end everything you have ever known, to end all cherished illusions, and to kiss the breath of actual life and death? If so, then begin walking. The road may be long or short. The destination may be found immediately or at the end of 70 years. It matters not. It matters not if you die on this journey, if you die for this understanding, for you will have died in the most noble of pursuits any member of the human race could ever come to find, the pursuit of revolutionizing the mind of humanity, responsible for building and sustaining such repetitive, warring, conflict-raging societies over countless centuries. It is our human consciousness needs to change. Look at it. It's so damned obvious. Our sickness in our society begins within our consciousness. For here we find the birthplace of every human action. Our sickness begins within. The crisis is within our human-based patterns of thinking, and our consciousness is directing our lives. Bring the inner world to revolution. This may be remarkably easy or excruciatingly difficult. I may be telling you of a world of wonder which lies just over the mountain ranges ahead, a journey not without difficulty perhaps, but one which need be taken, must be taken, if a new plane to live upon is to appear to mankind. I ask that you do not take my word, under no circumstances accept anything, but that you cross the mountain range pointed towards to meet the truth or falseness of what is being pointed towards. There may be nothing there. I may be completely deluded. Are you curious enough or dissatisfied enough with what this world calls your life to find out the road of your death, the ending of your continuity? Do you have the inner resolve to face your own psychological death? A psychological revolution, not a physical death. The death of what you now call yourself, an inner movement of conceptual, educated, unquestioned, accepted beliefs, words, and images. These are all images within memory, and memory is always belonging to the old. The death of the old is needed for the birth of the new. The ending of the image is the awakening of the human mind.